Jam fam, jam fam, jam fam, jam fam, jam fam. Welcome. Episode 2, we finally made it. Suskin, how are you feeling?
We're on episode 2?
We're on episode 2.
My
Big day.
Goodness, that's a huge day.
Big day.
Wow.
We actually finally put it out there. The clips are now starting to formulate the internet. I believe we crushed over 300 views in our one TikTok clip, and then we only amassed to about, let's see, let me get in the frame a little bit right now, because I'm trying to figure everything out. We amassed over 20 viewers in our YouTube full-length video. How do you feel?
I mean, I texted about, I don't know, 10 people the video, so it's the same 10 people. And one of them did text me. I texted him about something else, 2 days later, and he said, sorry, I'm actually part of the Jam fam right now, currently watching Jam. We gotta talk later. So, wow, this is the greatest thing ever. Shout out, brother Matt Halpern.
Maddie. I love you, and when I see you, I'm just going to give you a kiss on the cheek, and you're not going to know who I am in person. You're going to be like, wait, is that weird little Jewish kid? But I'm excited to
He knows you. What do you mean?
Okay, I didn't know if he would remember me.
How could somebody forget that Pudd'em?
That's a great point. I just walk around like a cutie patootie waiting for a smoothie, and it's just tough to miss me. I go by my own way. I'm basically Zach Galifianakis in The Hangover, mixed with Chow. So I'm just a little bit of everything.
So they say you age like fine wine. Now, I'd have to say, and we'll let the Jam fam agree or not, since your birthday, you look that much better. I don't know what it is.
Handsome is probably because of this fantastic glass someone gave me.
Yeah,
I don't know if people can read this. Let's see. It says Jam Fam right here, and I don't think you'll be able to read it because I'm drinking clear today. What a fantastic gift. There's 4 of them. And now so I'm just on calls drinking out of a beer glass, and I think it's probably not the most appropriate for corporate America, but I haven't thought about it until now. So that's what they're going to get. What are they going to get? It's water. It's just water. That's all it is. It's fine.
Oh my goodness. So, wait, you have to talk about the surprise. This was Jam Fam, this was a whole elaborate thing. You have no idea. Are we allowed to add a clip in to show a piece of the video right about now?
Bang. Hello, everyone. This is Afeka, and I did not put in the clip because I don't know how to edit it with Riverside, but please go to our TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and you can figure out what the clip says. Wow, I love editing. With AI, it's so fast.
Yeah.
It's just so fast. God. It was elaborate. I walked in, and then he had Girl A sitting there drinking a thing, and I'm walking, because, look, we're in the Northeast. I'm living out of New York City. A Big Apple, big fun, little me. And that's how I also introduce New York City to people. So I'm walking in, I have my coat, I have my little coat area where I just kind of take all my stuff off like I'm a barn animal in her apartment. And then I go in, and she's drinking out of a glass, and she's like, oh, well, welcome to the... And I'm just like, I just want to just lay down and just chill, relax. She's like, aren't you going to see what I'm drinking? I'm like, I don't know. It's water. Like, it's a cool glass. What do you want from me? And then she's like, why don't you come over here and take a sip? And I said, oh, we're going to take a sip now? And she's like, no, like, take a sip of the water. And I go, oh, okay. And then I took a sip of the water, and then I take out, she's like, doesn't look funny? And I go, what's in it? And then I looked, and I saw that it said Jam Fam 2025. So it's incredible. I love getting gifts with dates on them. So, Suskin, thank you very much.
My pleasure. You deserve it. This is really your vision, this whole podcast. We do this together, but, if there's a top dog and then an even higher level dog, you're definitely the higher level dog. But it also came with the coasters. Do you have the coaster with you?
Oh, I have the coasters with me, but I don't use them because I like to raw dog.
Yeah, we love raw dog.
Because I got that dog in me. That dog in me.
Can I get a bark?
That was pretty accurate.
I wasn't expecting that.
Me neither. It came deep from my soul. Big dog's barking where the bulls are at. So, speaking of dogs, B-Dog took a listen to this, and he said he was listening to it when he was having his coffee. Can I also get, what's interesting about that?
Tell me.
We still only have 2 subscribers on YouTube. So the kid sat down with his coffee, started Super Bowl morning, listened to the whole 21, gave us feedback, and didn't click subscribe, so I don't think episode 1 was that great.
That's like going to the bar and then rolling a 4. Honest with you.
Can you imagine
Bryce just rolled a 4? B-Dog rolled a 4.
Yeah, the kid's all 4s. He even has 4 eyes. Yeah, kind of like you today. You look ridiculous.
Me? Oh, I know. I look absolutely ridiculous, and I love it. I love every second of it.
You look like you're Tarzan, but in the middle of the Poconos with just a little bit of a roof near him. And you just look like a kid who wants to get cozy with a fire and tell me about the one time you shot a squirrel with your rifle.
You think I own a gun?
A glue gun? Maybe
a glue gun.
God. Yeah.
So this is an exciting episode. Should we just jump right in it?
Yeah, we started off hot.
Yeah.
My birthday was fun. Girl A made it fantastic. what are you doing with this hand here? Are we trying to cool me off?
Yeah,
You can't.
exactly what I'm doing.
Because when I start going, I just can't stop. I can't believe Luka's too chunky to play on the Mavericks.
Oh my goodness. Don't
Yeah.
even get me started about that.
What was that voice?
Mine?
Yeah.
It was the same voice.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, no, we won't even dive into that because I'm still refusing to believe that NFL's done. But the Super Bowl was great, and that was basically my birthday. Girl A made me have a fantastic real birthday, and then my birthday really came the second day on that Sunday. Wow.
So where'd you watch it?
Here at the apartment. It was me, Girl A. We had nachos, buffalo chicken dip pizza. I'm still eating it. And the pizza she made, customized shallot. If you want to look it out, go check out Eats With Her on TikTok. Shameless plug. She paid me to advertise here.
Really?
Yeah, she just got another sponsor. So good for her. It's a honey company. So hopefully I don't have to pay for honey. Anyway, let's get back to what matters here. Because I did just buy a whole thing. And they last me a long time, but with Trader Joe's Grandless Granola, I'm just pumping through it a little bit because I'm a kid with a sweet tooth. But look, here's the deal. We had a great spread. And now I'm still eating the leftovers. There's a shallot pizza and buffalo chicken dip. I had them separated, but then I took them into work and I didn't know what to do in Tupperware. So I just put the buffalo chicken on the shallot pizza and I made buffalo chicken pizza.
Wait, did you say great spread? You know what else was a great spread?
What was?
-9.5.
Wow. So we had an Uber driver in Atlantic City. And Seskin, you want to take us away?
Yeah, absolutely. We're driving to the Borgata. You know, it's boys' weekend. We're about to get after it. We're all buzzing. We're buzzing. We're feeling good.
Right before I lost $500.
Yeah, we're pretty drunk too at this point. Our Uber driver has the audacity to tell us that he thinks the Birds are going to win by 10 points. And, you know, we're all hype about it. And immediately I go and put 250 on Birds -9.5. And my God, that was a glorious hit.
That was a great one. I put $25 because I'm a little bit softer, but it gave me 100.
There's nothing soft about you, though.
No. I mean, I profited almost 10 units. I profited like 10.5 units on the Super Bowl. I forgot I had Xavier Worthy 200 plus receiving yards throughout the entire playoffs. And then since I bet it so long ago, it wasn't like in the recent bets or it wasn't like in the day in the app that I tracked them. I just woke up to 225, and I was very happy about that addition.
You should have parlayed that with Saquon over 5 touchdowns.
Oh my God, I wouldn't let you. But yeah, dude, my Saquon 5 rushing touchdowns. For anyone who follows me on TikTok, fucking real, I gave out the bet for Saquon 5+ rushing touchdowns, $25 for $750, and it hit. So I was very happy about that.
Yeah, as you should be. I can't believe I didn't place that. But this Super Bowl, man, this Super Bowl was absolutely crazy.
God.
I did not expect the Eagles to just dominate the entire time. It was so nice to watch. There was like no stress. I was in Philly with Girl B and 2 of my friends, and we had a 6 spot out in Giovanni's in Philly. You pay up front. Everything was so cheap, and we had to hit this bar tab, and oh my goodness, did I get drunk. It was just lovely. So much food, shrimp, pizza, wings. We had to like spend so much money. Like one of my friends ordered a hummus with steak on it. No, he didn't even question it.
Yeah.
One friend was drinking Don Julio waters just because we had to spend so much money. I was out here with Belvedere Red Bull. Like it was just fantastic.
That's incredible.
I was shotgunning surf sides with people at the bar.
I saw that video.
Yeah, it was so
impressive.
It was so quick too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It was like me and Girl A. So this is what we. What did you have to get the tab to?
We had to get it to $850 between 4 people.
Oh my A. Wow, that's a lot.
That's essentially what we spent.
That's not crazy.
Yeah, we paid $260 a person, and then essentially it's $200 per person worth, and then they add the $60 for tip and tax. So think about it; they just give themselves a nice tip, which they should, and then they don't have to worry about bills at the end.
It's nice.
And then after we tried to get on Broad Street, and it was just a zoo. We tried wait.
I want to get into that, but first we have to cover the game a little bit more because this Broad Street's going to put me in a couple directions. When you're listening, do you have the sound of the game on?
Yeah, 100%.
Can Tom Brady shut up?
It was so bad, but it was also so loud, and I'm not gonna lie. I was paying attention to the game, but it wasn't like close. So I'm shotgunning, surf sides, and I'm talking, I'm doing my thing. Meaning, like, I didn't listen to like a single commercial. I have no idea what happened. I didn't watch the halftime show.
Oh, I didn't even watch that. I live streamed like a nerd. I don't know. It's like Kendrick Lamar. Really, who cares? Like, he has great music, but I don't want to see him perform anything.
I watched it after. I didn't mind it. I thought it was good.
People hate it. They're talking about how they're dumping in a lot of crowd noise.
Yeah, Jam's not politically affiliated, so we're gonna move on from the halftime
Yeah.
show. But
Yeah.
our stance is that we liked it and we enjoyed it, and that's that.
My stance is that I didn't even pay attention. My stance is that I had to go in TikTok live stream and I had about 300 people in there, and I was yelling, and then I feel like people were there long enough to see what I was saying, and then they all immediately logged off like a mass exodus, like Moses parting the Red Sea. So, look, coming off of that, the game was great. It was one-sided. Jalen Hurts is him. I cannot believe how much pressure the Eagles were able to apply on the Chiefs. That was just insane.
They didn't blitz once.
No, they didn't blitz once. And can I take us back to Jam Fam clip real quick right here, where you said Vic Fangio is bad and you laughed in my face for being excited about him? That was the very first time we tried streaming Jam and just went terribly. But you said he's a terrible defensive coordinator. I would like to ask you, what do you have to say now?
I think it was a situation where he was put. He just has such a good roster and he's such a good coach that he's not good enough to coach Miami's Dolphins defense to greatness, but was good enough.
Is anyone?
Yeah, I think Weaver did a pretty good job this year. But again, this is going to be a hot take, but there's a reason that the Eagles and these coordinators keep moving on. It's because the team's it's all Howie Roseman, right? The team's just built so good that it makes the coordinator's job easy. Yeah. And that's not it's not necessarily a knock on the coordinator, but at some point, like let's look at Ben Johnson, right? We'll see what happens to him on the Bears. He was so highly taught out to be a coach, but he has such a worse roster, right? Yeah. So the Lions really, like, their whole offense is just loaded. Gibbs, Montgomery, Amon-Ra, Laporta, a sick offensive line, Jameson Williams. Like, it's hard to not be a good offensive coordinator in that offense. You know what I mean?
Who's their quarterback?
Is it someone named Jared Goff?
Damn, you didn't say, so I was wondering if you forgot I was going to call you.
No, I knew it was Jared Goff is a perfect quarterback for that situation. Again, it's the same thing that Jared Goff, right? If you put I don't know, Tua in that offense, he's going to be just as good. No?
Maybe that offense, but like I think you're picking at Tua because you think he's an average quarterback. Like Tua's only really good in the Miami Dolphins scheme, but he's probably the number one quarterback within that scheme. Like, I don't know anyone has a quicker release than him, but like
we'll see. This is it. All right, we can't talk about the Dolphins. We have so many other podcasts we can talk.
Yeah. I miss football. I don't want to be a person yet.
I know, but you know what we can start talking about?
March Madness.
Baseball. We should turn this into a huge baseball podcast.
Probably because no one listens or cares about baseball, but you'll give me the baseball rundown and I'll tell you what's what.
Yeah, but how fun would it be to just join a fantasy league? And like that's our podcast of just manhandling a baseball roster and just winning the chip.
That sounds so terrible doing fantasy baseball.
What? What else are you doing with your? It's a way to get over that there's no football.
I think I just would rather be depressed than have to play fantasy football for baseball.
All right.
That sounds so bad.
All right, I'll do it by myself.
I would pick a team. What they do for like what's it called? Part of my take, where they pick a team, just bet against that team every single day and do updates. I would do that.
We'll see. I'm gonna go heavy on March Madness, but I'm not really gonna bet again until football.
Yeah,
I'm such a heater. It's like, why even think about losing it?
That's literally my thing. I'm just like, I got a 40% profit boost for the NBA today, and I'm like, Fanatics, thank you, but this product is just unwatchable, and I just can't. So I'm going to bet a lot of money on March Madness. It is, you know how they say bet responsibly? It's not, it's going to be that because it's going to be in my means. But if you just take a step back and look at the sheer amount, it's going to make me want to vomit.
Yeah. That's fair.
But we're going to be live streaming March Madness so hard.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be fantastic. And look, I'll be honest, we should just bet every single money line dog. Besides the 1 in 16 seed.
I don't know. I'm going to definitely place a bet on 116 seed to win.
We could just do it with the 16 seeds all around too.
16 seeds. I love donating money to FanDuel.
Can you imagine it hits and we called it?
Yeah, it's how we pay some salaries. Does profits of a sports book contribute to salaries of a company?
I'm sure they have some maybe some bonus structured.
Or is it legally not allowed?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, if is a sports book like one aspect of the company, like their profits the money that they make of a sports book can't like run to function the company, because I don't know if they would like profit. Like obviously like advertisements.
So how would a company run if the way that they make money, they can't pay out their employees?
This is way too sophisticated for Jam.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, obviously they use the money that they win from sports gambling to pay their employees. How else would they make money?
I don't know. I'll have to think about this. I'll have to ask.
Okay.
I'll have to ask some people. Hey, listen, if you're listening to this and you know who,
Yeah.
tell us if we're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me if this fact is right. The way that
put us in a group chat. Put us in a group chat. Start off with Jam Fam. How's it going? And bam.
You don't have to use the punctuation for house because I don't know how that works.
How is?
Yeah. Like, do you do apostrophe S or is it how is? You know?
I mean, I would just do how is, but he's also a very smart kid, so
imagine being smart. God.
I couldn't tell you, man.
If I was screwed in, that would be so cool.
Yeah, that's why we're doing a podcast.
Yeah. That's why we're both wearing funny hats.
Shit.
It's fantastic. We both got new microphones, so we're very excited.
Shout out my microphone.
Yeah, look at him. So cute. What's this? Oh, hey-o.
Cheers.
Bonk. Yeah. Make no mistake, I have you on to the screen to my left, so I keep wanting to look at your cute face, but then I have to remember that I'm on camera and then I look back into the camera.
That wasn't looking at you.
Oh, hey-o. And then, okay, can you tell me about... Okay, wait, first off, can we just cut that good portion where I just, could not think for a second? But... Yes. So whenever you put us in the group chat, just the question is, hey, by the sportsbook's only revenue generator or the main one, which is winning the bets, do you use that to pay out your employees' salaries and operate the business? That's going to be the question. Second off, so we covered the game, right? It was one-sided. Devontae Smith had that amazing catch when he hit almost all my bets in that one. How was Broad Street?
Dude, Broad Street was crazy. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty scary. We couldn't even we got to the corner of it. I guess it was at Chestnut and Broad Street that we got to. I think I think it was off Chestnut. I'm not really positive. And it's right outside the bar. We got just there and the police blocked everything off because of probably what happened with the,
Yeah.
So at one point I was really just bear hugging girl B and we couldn't move. I was yelling, I was talking to the cops, please open this gate so we can move. And so it just me and it was it's kind of funny looking at it now. It was me and three bros, all holding our girlfriends in unity. We were talking, we were we could do this. They were so much bigger than me.
Yeah.
So they were protecting me. And then we
just Saquon running behind them.
Yeah,
my Lotta in there.
Right. So then the story gets crazier. So then we eventually get out of that, right? And we're at another corner, and I swear there's a 20-foot hole in the ground covered by a piece of plastic blockade and literally a cardboard box. But there's a gate right there. So people didn't see it and they're going around, they were going to step. And we couldn't go around because it was still blocked, so much traffic. So some guy was smoking a cigar and I was like, hey man, can I get a hit? And we both helped other people. And he looked at me and he's like, dude, I'm gonna do one better. Out of his pocket, pulls out a Patron lighter or a torch and a cutter. I do it, I light it, and then I smoke about half of it until we get closer to the hotel we were staying at. And there was probably some 18-year-old kid celebrating outside of a truck with his buddies. Maybe he was 21, I don't know.
Class.
I looked at him and I go, go Birds, baby. And I handed him the rest of the cigar.
He probably made his life. He's probably telling him, the guy handed me a cigar and he said, go Birds.
Right. It was mayhem. And we tried to meet up with B-Dog. My text exchanges with him were so funny.
Oh my God, I can only imagine.
So before the game, when we went out the night before with me and a couple buddies, we determined that if the Birds win, we're going to meet on Broad Street and we're going to do the tush push, which a lot of people also had that idea. And I'm I feel kind of stupid, but I thought it was such a cool idea. I think it's
so cool. I saw the videos. I'm that rocks.
So he's like, dude, where are you? He just kept saying tush push because he was probably so drunk too. And I was explaining to him, dude, I'm back. I can't go back out. And he's like, well, who am I going to tush push with? And I'm thinking, I don't know, the million people on Broad Street.
I just want to hand him, he's so cute. I want to hand him a rubber ducky sometimes.
Whenever he gets a little adorable. Oh my God, when he's B-Dog, he's the most adorable person in the entire world.
He's the cutest, most little violent thing you have ever seen.
It's so simple. He just wants few things in life, whatever he's feeling. And that's it.
Yeah.
And he acts so polite. He's not
so nice. Such a sweet boy.
Shout out B-Dog. Wow.
Yeah. Is he going to subscribe or is he just going to tell us how bad this is again? That got on the microphone.
You heard it? I was hoping.
Yeah.
I gave a little leg lift.
Yeah. No, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Mine have been so bad, but I have a gastro appointment soon.
Yeah. Shout out gastro doctors.
Shout out gastro. Shiva. Okay. So I think this brings us to the topic of the day. I think we covered our lives and what's going on enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Nope.
Valentine's Day.
Well, this is a good one. What do you got going on, buddy?
Absolutely nothing, because my girlfriend deserting me on Valentine's Day to go hang out with her girlfriends for her girls' weekend. So I am absolutely alone, and I'm just going to cry in my bed and probably get some Sour Patch Kids, put on 500 Days of Summer, and just think about what used to be.
That rocks.
Yeah. I can't, it's, oh God. I usually cook her like a nice dinner, and then I get stressed out and I start freaking out, and then she just comes in and helps me halfway through and just tells me it's okay. And then I go, no, it's not. I want to do this for you. And then we just go through the cycle. But it's always usually a nice night. But that's what we're doing. What are you doing?
Thank you for asking. I was really hoping you were going to forget that I was just going to randomly bring it up in the middle of the podcast. But we actually have a lovely weekend planned. We have two things. One, we're doing dinner. The second, we rented a pickleball court Saturday morning. And we're going to play pickleball.
Do you like pickleball?
I do.
You know, I've never lost a game of pickleball in my life.
I doubt that.
No, I've never on my life.
We'll see. We'll have to do a Jam Fan pickleball sesh. We can probably do it in the Poconos.
Yeah, don't ask my record, but I've never lost one.
So you're 0-0 because you've never played, right?
I never lost.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Jam Fan, how many wins do we think Afeka, aka Josh, aka Afeka, has?
Jam Fan, what are you thinking? I'm so handsome. So, can I tell you about the origins of Valentine's Day?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, it started, one theory links it, so there's a couple out there. Right? One theory links it to Liparusia, a Roman fertility festival celebrated on February 15th, and I always think it's the 14th. Things get a little weird. And this ritual is meant to increase fertility and matchmaking elements where men and women were paired. Kind of like Jam Fam, if you are part of the Jewish aspect of the Jam Fam, where you go into Brooklyn and then there's that matchmaker lady who just matches you up if you are a Hasidic Jew. Girl nice. A walked past her and she told her straight to her face, you will never find love because your posture is that bad.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So what are you going to do?
Fix your posture.
Yep, you got to fix it up. And then the other one is that it involves St. Valentine. I don't know how to say that word. And there were multiple St. Valentines, but the most famous was a priest who performed secret marriages for soldiers against Emperor Claude II's orders.
That rocks.
Yeah, until he was executed on February 14th.
That doesn't rock, but like it kind of rocks, no?
Yeah. No, it does rock. But that's kind of where the ancient Rome was. But look, there was a whole medieval Renaissance. Renaissance, that's not how you spell that word. Anyway, there was a poem, and then people began writing love letters on the 15th and 16th. That was a dumb bullet, ChatGPT. Okay, and then in the Victorian era, in the 1800s, Valentine's Day cards became popular in England, and they mass-produced the cards to the U.S. Now, have you ever gotten a Valentine's Day card in school?
Yeah, of course. It was like mandatory.
Yeah. It felt good. I don't care that people the teacher made them all give me a card. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, it slowly started. I got less and less cards as I got older, as I'm sure you did too.
Yeah.
I wish
high school was rough.
You know what? We've never been each other's Valentines. Maybe 2026 is our year.
Ooh. We just go stroll around town, just have a day.
That sounds lovely.
That sounds so nice.
Also, I just felt so ridiculous in the hat and sunglasses. And I'll say a GIF, and we'll see if you know what it's from. I look ridiculous right now.
Isn't that I Think You Should Leave? Damn. I don't know.
What
is it from?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, good. I don't want to know either. You know what I do want to know, though? By the 20th century, flowers, chocolates, and gifts became standard expressions of love on Valentine's Day. And in the modern day, it's just a global day of celebration of love. Not just romantic, but friendships and self-love. Which, since I'm getting deserted on Valentine's Day from girl A, I'm going to have to give myself a good day of self-love.
Go get a massage.
Yeah. But no, I don't feel like doing that. I'll just lay in my bed and just sit.
So it's like Hanukkah?
Wait, hold on. Is the 14th tomorrow? Oh, no, that's Friday. Because I was going to say, I'm seeing a movie with my roommate, so maybe I would have just had a Valentine's Day full of friendship.
Why don't you push the movie to when she's not here so you can see her tomorrow?
She's not here anyway. Doing her girls' weekend. It starts early.
Can I ask where she's going? Or is that
New York. But yeah, like upstate. So it's not even like crazy far. So she's just basically saying, I just want to get far enough away from you that I don't have to think. And that's what she's doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's just what it is. But now it's a big commercial holiday for all these sellouts. So
it's similar to Hanukkah, and how Hanukkah became, in America, this is our Jewish tie. Similar to Valentine's Day, Hanukkah, gifts weren't always a huge thing. So that's very Americanized, where America was like, all the Jews in America were like, well, can I say goy? I can say goy.
Yeah,
right?
no one knows what it means. I mean,
Yeah.
20 people listen to this.
So they probably said all my goy friends have gifts, and then obviously, Jewish families just upped their gifts compared to the goy. And that's how we get gifts now. So shout out whoever decided to do that.
Classic. Yeah, shout out that person. I love gifts. Jam Fam, I think that's all we have for you today. Any closing remarks?
Yeah, I'm balding.
You're not balding.
What do you call that?
Let me see. Maybe you just have to do your hair differently. You would look handsome bald, though. That's the issue.
I would look so good. I don't think Girl B would like that, but she might not have a choice in a few
Yeah,
years.
it's not really up to her.
No.
Did you see you saw John Gruden out of order sketch?
So good.
Dude, that was so funny. Husbands, what was it? Boyfriends eat mac and cheese. Husbands don't. I just can't. The whole, that's not the same guy that broke down Spread to Web. What'd you say? That was fantastic.
Oh my god! Speaking of Barstool, that's where my saying was from. Max was watching the Phillies World Series stream.
Oh yeah, I was just trying to think of like a meme that had that, and I was thinking about Nick Offerman from.
He's not going to watch this, but shout out Pug.
God. Shout out Pug.
Shout out Pug. Maybe I'll send it to him because I shouted him out, but
yeah, why not?
Probably not.
He has no idea who I am.
No, not a clue. Oh, I know him, but what a guy! Just what a stand-up guy.
He seems like a cool guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he's the best.
If I meet him, I'm gonna try to hold his hand.
You should. You can tell. Yeah. If you tell him you know me, all you gotta say. I'll text you what to say. I can't.
I'll just look him dead in the eyes and go, "I know Mark Seskin." Hold his hand and say, "It's time to go to the shop, and we're gonna pick out some sweet treats."
Yep. And then he'll look at you and say, "I need to call 911."
Yep. That's what half the people do anyway, but I just look for someone to love me. Jam Fam, I think that is it for today. Seskin, closing remarks?
Go Birds. I mean, what a just dominant win. I love Nick Wright, but everything on the First Things First show, what they did was just, I loved every second of it. He deserved all of it. So essentially, you don't watch it, do you? Essentially,
I don't spend time with those people.
He's a huge Chiefs. I like him. He's a huge Chiefs fan. And, he got all this stuff in preparation for the Chiefs to win. Like a mariachi band and like all these stuff. And they kept it. And, I guess the other two, I don't know if he knew about it, but he looked so pissed. Wow. So pissed on the show. Because they're like, we spent the money. We don't have an unlimited budget. So there you go.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
That's my Jam Fam. Yeah, that's my closing remarks. Jam Fam, happy 2025. I can say Happy New Year. Larry David wouldn't be happy, but,
Yeah.
It's
it's February 12th. I think you should be done. Yeah. All right. Kisses.